wonky. Hi everyone, it's Carla here from Paint Me Vintage. I thought I would jump on, I need to fix this. Not much better. Yeah, anyway, I thought I would jump on for our Monday project because we're cracking on painting these chairs, you see. And we've had lots and lots of people wanting to know how to paint fabric. Just going to jump on here and make sure we're going okay, super quick. No, don't seem to be. Oh, here we are. Okay, sweet. Okay, so I can answer questions. Anyway, I thought I would jump on here. We will move from this position. I know it's all wonky. I would jump on because I have two chairs that we're painting. Brie and I are painting them together, and they're all parts of them at various stages of being painted. Oh good, there are some people on here. Thank you if you give me a thumbs up or say hello, super helpful. So this is what the chairs started out like. They are, I purposely looked for a nice flat weave all over upholstered chair. And I found these actually on New Zealand Trade Meet in the end. So it's a man-made kind of linen look fabric in lime green, and the whole chair is upholstered in it. So, which is good because I wanted to show you how you could paint a whole entire chair. So this is what it started like. I vacuumed them really well, and then I spot cleaned them. And then I've got the chair over there. We'll zoom over there soon, and I'll show you what they look like kind of after you've painted them. So, spot cleaned, vacuumed, good to go. So, the first thing to do is to, on your first coat, is to get all your fabric really damp. So, I'm using a misting bottle. We sell these, all the products we use today. We sell in the store. Just going to mist it so that it's more than damp, but it's not wet. So mister kind of does that really well. I'm only going to show you short bits of everything because I think you'll get the gist. You don't want to see me paint a whole entire chair. So let's just shimmy that down so you can see what I'm doing. So there's the fabric, all kind of more than damp, but not wet. There's lots of different methods for painting fabric. Because this is a flat weave with lots of cushioning, we are going to use the watered down premium chalk paint method today. The colour I'm using is this one here. It is called Colour Cut. It's a really light linen colour. You won't see that colour really come through until we get onto coat number 2 or 3. So I'm using our Stahlmeister round brush. That's the one with the string. It has lots and lots of lovely soft synthetic bristles. It can hold lots and lots of paint. So what I found, instead of watering the paint down here, we've been applying it in this bucket. I've just got water. I've been applying it just with a damp brush. So get my brush nice and damp, dip it into my paint, and then it's going to go on. It's going to have really nice slip. It's going to be a watered down version of the paint. and I can easily pull it all over the fabric. Like so. So I'm going every which way because I need it to go into, oh, that one doesn't feel very wet, give that a spritz. I need it to kind of work its way into the fabric, kind of like a paint stain rather than just sitting on top. So I think you can see how that's going in. Does take a little bit of paint. You're not going to get this done with a test pot or anything like that. But yeah, I think you get the gist. I'll show you that close up. You're not going to get full coverage at this point, and you definitely want to use the premium chalk paint in a watered down consistency. So once I have painted all that, we'll leave it overnight to dry because there's so much water in it, you need that to evaporate, and then you can do a second coat. So I've got a cushion over there. We'll just move this one along and swap them out. Right, so here's my dried cushion cover. It's a funny, what is that? Is it a funny shadow, which I don't like on there. So this is our cushion after the second coat. I think my phone's going to fall out of there now. Sorry, lots of technical difficulties with this. Here we go. So the fabric at this stage has gone quite hard. You can see the coverage. I can definitely still see some of that lime green through that first watered down coat. So what I'm going to do at this stage, I'm going to give it a light sand. I really found that this helps a lot. So I could sand it either with a really high grit sandpaper. High grit means that your sandpaper is fine. Or what I love to use, this is just an old paper bag. I like to use the inside, just rip a bit off of an old paper bag. And it kind of acts as a sander kind of polisher for the fabric. Use the inside because it's more rough than the outside. And you just give it a good sand all over, and you can feel the difference. This is nice and smooth. This is still a little rough. I'll just sand it. You can see the sanding dust on there. What that will do will just soften it a little bit, and I do that in between every coat. So first coat down, dry, sanded. On my second coat, I don't mist. But what we have been doing is just putting on a slightly watered down coat. So damp brush into the water, straight into my paint. And I still want it to have a little bit of slip, but this should go on a bit easier than the first coat, because you've already got that first coat on there. It's kind of primed it. So it's definitely not a full strength, a full paint strength on the second coat, but the water is just making the paint have a bit more slip. And you can see again, I'm using the same brush that holds lots of paint, which is great. I'm kind of dipping my brush into the paint as I need it, and also into the water as I needed it. So yes, I haven't decanted it and watered it down. I'm just watering the paint down with my wet brush as I go. And you can see the coverage on that, getting heaps of really good coverage on that now. Really important to make sure that your brush goes every which way. What was I saying? Yeah, go every which way so that you go into all the different fibres of that, of the fabric and the cushion. So this is still going to make the cushion pretty wet. And my advice is just to leave it overnight again and come back once it's dry and see if you need to do a third coat. So that's number 2 coat. Now we're going to go for a wee excursion and see the rest of the chair. Come for a wee walk over here. Hopefully, Oh, so this was my first coat that I just did. Pop this over here. I will try and spin this around. Right, so this is, give me up nice and close. This is with 2 coats. It's pretty good. It's very hard again. But yeah, pretty good. We're going from a really, a real contrast of colours, that bright lime, into the Calicut, which is a nice linen. But yeah, we've got really good coverage. I can see a little bit maybe on the arms. We need a little bit more. So what I'll do again, I'll just shimmy you back. I'm going to give it that light sand. Hopefully you can hear me from there. Go and get my sandpaper. So I'm going to, with my paper bag, just give this a light sand again. So I won't do all of it, but I will if on those areas that I think we need an extra coat of paint. So the coverage is actually really excellent. It is very, very good for 2 coats. But I can see it's still like a little bit green down here. So again, I'm going to use exactly that same method. Use my Stahlmeister brush, pop it into some water so that I'm putting on a fairly good coat, but it is a watered down coat again, but not as watered down as before. And you can see there, it's just slipping over this so easy, it's not funny. And I can only see a tiny touch of some of that green coming through. And it's definitely lighter in some areas than others, and that must be where we've probably put a lighter coat of paint down. But yeah, pretty dramatic transformation actually on this. Yeah, you can paint all sorts of different fabrics. There are different methods for different types of fabrics. Anything with a nap is a lot harder to paint, and when I say a nap, something like a velvet, because that longer nap will get brushed one way or the other and kind of harden off, which is harder to work with than something that is nice and flat. But we'll get on, do a very light third coat on this, let it dry, and then once that's dry, I know we'll have excellent coverage over the whole thing, and we'll give it that light sand again with the paper bag, and then we will wax it. As long as it's completely dry, we will wax it with our clear wax, which looks like that. We'll wax it on like, oh, where am I? We'll wax it on like we normally do with a brush and wipe it off, and it will feel like leather. You'll be able to sit in it and do anything that you want. I'll go and get the other chair and put it next to here so that you can see what it I was so lucky to have found these chairs. They're actually on wheels, so they're perfect for what we're doing. So there you go. Before and very nearly after. And yeah, this has only 2 coats of paint on it, a third on that arm, which isn't going to take much at all, and yeah, then we're going to have a completely different coloured chair. So I hope that inspires you to maybe paint some fabric rather than chuck it out. It's a lot cheaper and a lot more fun than upholstery, unless of course you are someone who's very good at upholstery. So yeah, if you've got any questions at all about painting fabric, pop into the store, come and see our before and after. And hopefully, I think we'll still be working on this on Friday, but hopefully we'll have this one finished at the end of the week and be able to show you. I want to do some stencil work on it as well. Yeah, and then we'll have a different chair. So thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, say hello. If you're watching this on the replay, just let us know that as well, and we will replay and put this video up on our YouTube channel as well. So if you've missed any of these, go to our YouTube channel Paint Me Vintage NZ, and you will find them all there. See you later.